No, it wasn't just the third quarter. We played defense one quarter tonight. That was quarter number one. Quarters two, three, and four, they shot 51%. They scored 25 second chance points. So it wasn't just that third quarter. Our defense fell off in that second quarter, as well as in the third and the fourth quarter. We have yet to play any defense in a road game. You know, a game at Utah, we gave it 123. Game at Portland, we gave it 135, and tonight we gave it 121. That's a recipe for disaster on the road. Your defense has to travel, and we have yet to pack it in any road trip. So that's a disappointing part. Obviously, Bones is a late scratch. Said he couldn't go. Ish couldn't play in the second half. He got hurt. Jamal's on a minute restriction. Michael gets in foul trouble. Just a lot of weird scenarios throughout the game tonight. But the bottom line is we did not defend. We did not rebound when they did miss. And, tough loss on the road against a very hungry and desperate Laker team.
I know sometimes it's unfair to ask for an immediate explanation. Why do you think that is? The defense hasn't traveled yet.
I wish I had an answer. We'll watch the film. But those numbers, the 123, 135, 121 are embarrassing. It's disappointing because Laker game in Denver held them to 99 points, held Utah to 101 points. Our defense at home has been pretty good, but we let guys get comfortable. We don't stick to the game plan. We don't stick to the keys that we've emphasized all day long. Obviously, in the Utah game, it was a rebounding. Portland game, 44-point third quarter, not focused coming out of the half. And tonight, we get up by as many as 10, and then we had 20 points in that second quarter. And maybe it's just if you struggle offensively, you're allowing those struggles on the offensive end to kind of dictate your defensive disposition. And at home, we've shot the lights out. So now we got guys smacking the floor yelling defense because we're making shots. And so maybe that's part of it, but we'll once again, we're not going to play all of our games at home. So we're going to have to figure something out in terms of finding a group that's able to go out there and guard in opposing arenas.
I know you're in a tough spot with Jamal and his minutes restriction. Any bright side to him breaking out 21 points at the best game of the year?
Yeah, it was really tough. At one point in the fourth quarter, Vic called a timeout, and he was already at 26 minutes that time with 8 minutes to go. And I knew I definitely didn't want him at 34 minutes. And it was a dilemma. The catch-22 was, do I leave him in and close with somebody else, or do I get him out for a few minutes and get him back in? But yes, to your question, it was good to see him kind of get into a rhythm, find his shot, see the ball go in at a pretty high clip. I also like the fact that he had 5 assists, only 1 turnover, along with 4 boards. So every game that Jamal plays is an opportunity for him to get in game shape, find a rhythm for himself, and find a rhythm playing with his teammates.
Kind of a dumb question, but do the principles, old school principles, defensively still working in this NBA on the weak side, ball you man principles you and I kind of grew up always learned? Are those principles still transferred to this game now?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think if you're on the weak side of the floor, the weak side low man is the keystone of our defense. That's the guy that's responsible for helping on any drives. That's the guy responsible for helping on any rolls to the rim, any cuts to the rim. And to do that, you got to be in the right position. You got to see ball on man, and you got to be ready to react. And we just didn't have enough good examples tonight. Again, the 48 in the paint, that's what they do. 14 in transition, that's what they do. But the 25 in the glass, that is not a good offensive rebound team per the stats. Tonight they were a great offensive rebounding team, but you saw a lot of examples of, especially in the fourth quarter, when we needed some key stops. When they did miss, we did the ball watching, and Westbrook, he had 4 offensive rebounds. Davis had 6. We just weren't able to come up with timely stops, and it was unfortunate.
You mentioned Bones. Do you know what happened? And do you know the extent of it? And again, what was the consequence of not having him?
I can't speak to the first 2. This was literally, I was on the court. I mean, the game's getting ready to start, and I found out from my training staff that, Bones said he couldn't play tonight. So I'm not even sure exactly what it was, but obviously, I fully trust Bones. If he felt like he wasn't able to go out there and play, there's definitely something to it. But I'm not really sure yet, Mike. I don't want to guess on that. But the impact, obviously, is, he's coming off of a hell of a game. Shot the ball lights out, made 7 threes. I think it was the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth, a 22-2 run. And so when Bones is on the floor, he can provide us an offensive spark, somebody that can create his own shot as well as get into lane and create for others. So not having that speed, that pace, that playmaking and scoring was definitely we definitely missed Bones tonight.
Has it been more difficult than expected to keep Michael out of foul trouble? He picked up that third pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's it's a challenge. Like we saw in Portland, Vic, when Nicola got in foul trouble, the impact it had on our team. When Michael, who's playing great basketball for us, shooting 50+ from the field, 50+ from three. And what makes it really hard with Michael is that I'm getting him out early to play with that second unit, to keep a starter on the floor, to keep an offensive weapon on the floor. And so now when he's in foul trouble and Bones isn't playing and Jamal's on a minute restriction, like you're grasping at straws, and trying to figure out a group every night that is able to play. And then when Ish went out, I was like, man, this is, we can't catch a break right now. But that's no excuse. We did not have the required defensive mindset and disposition for 48 minutes to give ourselves a chance to win tonight. And as I said, I think the biggest, most concerning part of that is that this has been an early season trend on the road, and that has to stop ASAP.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.